All right, Coach, thanks. We are across the Cumberland River from downtown Nashville at Nissan Stadium in Tennessee. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Houston Texans. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 29-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Throwing, Mariota. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
That's good for a Titans first down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47. Now a first-time 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. On 2nd and 11 now. Mariota. He completes it to Henry. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Touchdown, Titans! A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They got that momentum going, a touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before. The very next week struggle to score almost as if they used it all up. Not in this case. This group appears locked in.
And we're going to have to make some adjustments if you're on the other side of that football. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Out of the gun, Watson. And this one hauled in by Will Tye. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And the Texans first down.
Reset. 18. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
A shotgun snap for Watson. This is Miller, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
First down, Texans.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, Hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. On 1st and 10, Watson. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Jeffrey Simmons in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. On the tackle, it was Dane Cruikshank. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, here's Watson. Looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. And he's into the clear. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, 2nd year, even more success. A pick 6 for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year 1. By year 2, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
Check me out. 54 Mike. Down to lose 1. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Now let's go.
Fresh off the pick 6, it's Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
First down, Houston.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a guy on his 4th franchise in 2 years, Carlos Hyde. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
In your face. Check. Hot route. Hot. Mike 56. Mike 56. Trying to collect.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Let's go. Come on. Come to the ball. We got a runner. Boom. Yeah, baby. This is it. 19. I 59. Slam. I 55. Walk.
Third down, Carlos Hyde. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the first down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2.
Hey, 31. Mike 5-4. Let's go, D. Check. 24 down. He's coming. He's crazy.
Running for it. Here's Hyde. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. So the decision to go for it turns out to be a good one. They get a couple of yards, and as a result, the drive keeps moving. It's now 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Check 31. Check 31.
They'll run for it with Hyde. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Carlos Hyde. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Give the tackle there to Keon Crossan.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Check 41. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. 3. 41's coming. 41's the money.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. when you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 25-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, let's go.
Back to throw, Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Wake in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans.
Let's get off the field. 24. 24 is the mark. 24 is the mark. You got nothing today.
3rd and long. It's Watson. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. Jarrell Casey make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Here's Brian Anger now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10.
Tighten down. There you go.
They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Check.
Mariota gives to Henry. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Santos with the extra point, and it's now 21-7.
21, Texans 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But it's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again is Watson. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
24's the mic. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Go.
Watson just beating the play clock. But he's got the completion to Hopkins. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, it's Watson. Complete. It's Johnson. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Go. Number 9. 56 a mile. Check 56. Curly. Mike 56. Mike 56. 3 buzz.
Watson looks to throw again. He finds his man Johnson. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Right there, 56. Okay, double. Kill. Alert.
Watson on first down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
24's the mic. Let's go, D. Let's go. Motion. 24's the mic. All day.
Watson now, throwing again. He's letting this one go for Fuller. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Final play of the half here. Mariota. He's going to air one out. He's got him in. Complete. So we have come to halftime and what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And the catch made by Hopkins. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Hey, switch! Hey, 59! 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check, 56. Your track. Mike,
On 2nd and 7, Watson. He finds Hopkins complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 27-yard line.
And the Texans' 1st down.
Right there. 56. Get in the weight room. Tight go to the line. 56 to Mike. 56 is to Mike.
Now a first down throw. Watson. He'll find Miller. That's complete. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll bring up a second down.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
24. 24 is the mic. Army. 24.
Running from the gun, Johnson. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
You got blocked, man.
To throw is Watson. From the gun, he'll throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. Stills the intended target. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Mariota. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On 2nd down, it's Henry. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And an alley to run. The 20, 10, touchdown Titans. A big play there. 58 yards. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Watson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. I'm going to come back to you.
From the gun, Watson. It's complete to Hopkins. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now in Nashville, it's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. From the red zone now, Watson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins once again the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and pick and pack.
That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans get a bit closer. And that touchdown drive happened very, very quickly. You knew that they had the quick strike ability. They showed it.
And for a defense that understands that, it still drives them crazy when it actually happens to them. Fast and furious, there came the points.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now a throw here to his running back.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Mariota hands to Henry. And some space hit. Derrick Henry all alone. 20, 10, touchdown Titans. Derrick Henry, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Tried to roll out, make a play outside of the pocket, but couldn't get it done.
When you don't have a lot of space for your receivers to operate, and down there it's really condensed when you're snapping the ball from the 2-yard line, rolling out, you extend a play, but you don't necessarily open up better avenues for people. And on that play, there's just nowhere to go with the ball, and they end up getting sacked.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
On second down, Johnson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. All day, baby, all day. 54 is Mike, 54 is Mike.
Here's Watson to throw on third down. And he's got more time, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
First down, Houston.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Watson's throw pulled in by Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 49-yard line. A shotgun snap for Watson. Going deep here for Still. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Kenny Stills, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans cut into that lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Ooh, the juke. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. What was once a really comfortable lead is not so comfortable anymore. Down to a 2-score game after they've seen a pair of touchdowns go against them on those last 2 drives.
Yeah, they've got to find a way to get off of autopilot right now, okay? Get back to what was working for them earlier. Understand that they still have a 2-score lead, so it's not dire, but at the same time, okay, guys, let's mash the gas. Let's get going again. Let's have some fun.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Pitches it to Johnson. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down.
No gain on the play. It's fourth down.
Here's Brett Kern now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
At the 15-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
Alert, alert. 24 is the mark.
Play action for Miller. Now Watson. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Josh Jones. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the first down carry. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a second and 3.
Brings up second and 3 at the 42-yard line.
On second down now, it's Johnson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the